Real life street stars, man. We got one in here, man. Ty Harris, man.
What's happening, G?
What's good, man? It's a blessing to have you on the couch, man.
Hey, it's a blessing to be here.
Man,
to be here.
Let's go and do it like this, man. For those that are deaf, dumb, stupid, living under a rock, man, go ahead and reintroduce yourself, man. Tell them where you from, man. What you do.
Ty Harris, 232, everything in it. Redbird in Hampton, 67, make it happen. I got 32 Lifestyle here with me.
Hey.
First, before we get started, I want to say I am appreciative to be here. I appreciate being here. Real Life Street Stars is a platform put on in Dallas.
Yeah.
Put on Dallas artists. Been doing it for a long time. I'm glad they gave me the opportunity to be here for sure.
That's love, man.
Been watching them do it for a long ass time.
Off top, how long have you been doing music, man? Pursuing music?
I grew up in music.
Like family?
Like my family been doing, my papa doing music on some quartet singing shit. Like seriously.
Barbershop quartet?
Nah, not even, like you know the little cassette tapes and CDs that they used to, at the barbershop, but nah, if you go like little churches and shit, when they do like little quartet singing, all the gospel groups come in from East Texas and everybody I grew up on that. My pops was a producer. My brother was a producer. I just grew up in music. I grew up in the studio.
Now, it's funny how we get introduced to artists. I ain't gonna lie. I myself might have been sleeping on a rock because I didn't quite see what your wave was and see what was going on. It wasn't until someone made a post, and this just being open and honest. I think it's an artist named 214 LD the God. He had made a post saying, "Man, it's like Yella, Trapboy, they from the city, they from the cliff. How come they don't grab, the dope artists coming up,
right,
and shine light to them?"
Right.
And he tagged your name, and I'm like, man, and I'm like, let me learn. I saw it. I'm like, let me go check it out.
It's like this. My supporters are my supporters. LD, I love him for what he did, and you can't take nothing from that man.
Yeah.
I have no problem with nobody.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he peeped something. He said what he had to say. And that's it. We leave it at that. But if my supporters feel some type of way and they feel like somebody needs to, then that's just how they feel. I can't stop nobody from having their own opinion.
There you go.
What I'm gonna do about that? Everybody know that Ty Harris does what he does. Everybody know that Ty Harris has been in the city, been making moves in 232, been doing what he been doing with no help, no handouts. The only help he has had is the people that's on his team. The people that come back like Big Dog Johnson, like anybody from 232, like the people that's right behind me, Duffy, Sean, everybody, C-Strugs for sure, that has came and support me. And if somebody peeps something, what I'm gonna do about that?
That's real.
I'm willing to work. I'm willing to work with anybody, but we not hurting for it. We got our own lane. We do what we do.
That's real. With that being said, man, right as I start getting acclimated to you and what you do in your music, man, I was just amazed. Like, why the fuck haven't I heard of you? How come, the right people didn't put me on you, man? Your style is, one of the most original styles I've seen out of this city, man. When I first peeped your flow and your style and shit, you immediately reminded me of, one of the greats out here, man, Andre 3K,
right,
man.
Right.
Off top, I was like, man, from the flow, from the fashion, from the just style, just the individualism, man. You reminded me. Have you gotten that comparison at all? Have you heard that at all?
I get a lot of comparisons, but it's mostly because I got my own wave. I got my own style. So of course somebody gonna say you look like 3 Stacks, or you remind me of Kendrick, or you remind me of Pac, or you remind me of him or her or them or my cousin or somebody. But that's just because it's my own style. You can't pinpoint me and say I just sound like him. Yeah. Because I sound like myself. You might say I got some similarities, but you cannot just say Ty Harris sounds like a specific person.
Oh, nah, you definitely carved the lane for yourself, man. When it comes to just, first and foremost, let's just say your fashion.
Okay.
Where does that come from, man? As far as just, you're in this artistry world. Branding yourself is a big part of it. Right. And you really lock down that fashion element of it, you know what I'm saying, as far as getting that in.
This took a while, because I was never the fashion guy. Seriously, on some serious shit.
Normally catch me with a shirt off and some.
Hey, no, on some serious shit, like coming up in middle school or elementary, I never had the high class shit. I never even dreamed to have You talking about a nigga that was wearing the straps, the wookie ass forces in middle school and getting scolded on, but had to be good in athletics, so a nigga stopped fucking with me.
Yeah,
Seriously.
facts.
So now it's just kind of like the people behind me, like in my team, like Fresh, like Swim, they kind of, you know what I'm saying, elevated the game of fashion. Because at first TYE was just a nigga with the crazy hair that didn't really care.
Yeah.
Because I was just being myself. I'm still being myself. I'm always being myself. But now we take this new Ty Harris move, this new 32 lifestyle move, and we're gonna keep rolling. We're gonna take it up a notch. We're gonna take it to another level.
Man, tell us about that 32 lifestyle, man. You know, you got the team here, man. You got a strong presence with you, man.
Nah,
Tell us about the lifestyle, man.
These some cats that I grew up with. These some cats that like I went to middle school with. Some of them was on the other side of that line at Hussey that we had to go ahead and bang up. You know.
There you go. he laughing in the back.
Right. you know, we had to bang them up a little bit, but when we met at Carter, real 232 niggas, real 232 family, real 232 organic, genuine folk.
Yeah.
Like, ain't nobody adopting the hood. Ain't nobody adopting the lifestyle. Ain't nobody didn't grow up in that hoe. If you grew up with me, if you knew or seen me somewhere, you know it's 32. You know it's 232.
There you go. Man, I want to start from the present and kind of work our way backwards, man.
Okay.
You recently just, got the chance to don the opera version of the national anthem, man, at the Dallas Mavericks Game 6 playoff against the Clippers.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. I mean, first of all, the national anthem has made a statement across the nation, so that's a big thing as far as with the NBA, the Black Lives Matter, standing, kneeling, whatever they're doing. But your take on it was just so fresh, man. Tell us about that and how you got into it.
Well, shout out to my team again. Like, I'm an organic guy. I'm not gonna sit here and say, I never had help, because niggas who say that is lying. Yeah. Everybody got help. So my team again, my management, and shout out Poison Ivy and shout out the whole Dallas Maverick organization for letting me put my own spin as far as like wearing the Black Lives Matter shirt, wearing the black rag over my head, really looking like a nigga. I hate to say it, but really looking like a black man.
There you go. From
the black community to sing a certain way that you wouldn't normally think that I would sing, that I'm supposed to sing. Like, of course, when the camera first come on, you see how I look, you think it's just gonna be some Casey and JoJo. And I'm going, ooh yeah! You think I'm gonna do it like that. Yeah. But if I come on here and just totally switch it up and show you that Black Lives Matter in another perspective.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I've been through some stuff where in college, trying to sing opera as a black man, I was looked at differently. Like in college, I had racial slurs put on my car windshield. I had little stones put on my front door. I had little nooses put on my doorknob because they knew that I was a black man singing a white man's song, basically. Yeah. And that was one of the phrases that was used on me. And just for me to be able to make that come full circle and sing the national anthem on that kind of scale. And there's not a lot of Dallas artists that have ever sang the national anthem on that type of totem. You know what I'm saying? No. It's probably me, Erykah Badu, and Jamie Foxx, maybe. Yeah. Like, on that type of stage. So for me to be able to do that with the opera spin and making it mean something and not just being some BS. Yeah. It felt great.
And you had the world's attention. Everything stopped. Everybody's at home. So the playoffs is a big part of it. As far as just getting back to sports. So you had the world's attention, and to sing Operatic and do it in that way and start a conversation. They see the Black Lives Matter. They look at you. Yeah. So now it's a conversation. It's a topic. Yeah. What kind of feedback have you gotten since
Man, it was a whole bunch of, from my people. Yeah. It was a whole bunch of love.
And from the other people too.
From everybody in the section, everybody in Dallas that got my type of complexion, it was always love. Of course, you're gonna have some hating ass niggas that wanna, why you ain't singing like this and that, but that's just because they don't see the bigger picture, and they will in just a minute. Yeah. But for the most part, it was all love. But of course, on the other side, the rebellions, you know what I'm saying, the people that wanted to go back to where it was back in the 1800s with slavery mentalities and all that. You know, they in my comment section too, and we see them. Them same folks that pulled up to Wheatland at Friendship West with their flags, with their rebellion flags, on some Blue Lives Matter, on some KKK stuff. Yeah. They in my comment section too.
And you know, you have a voice. You know, your artistry is allowing you to make your voice heard. I do want your take on it while we're on the subject of, you know, the Black Lives Matter movement. I myself just left a protest downtown.
For sure.
Off of Lamar, where they locked up one of the, you know, Dominique, whatever. So shout out Dominique. Hope they release him, man. What is your take as far as, you know, just seeing from the moment George Floyd's neck got stepped on and he lost his life up until now? You know, the whole world's been kind of having eyes on this exact topic. What's your take on it, and how do you incorporate it into the music and whatnot?
It's nothing new. Like on that topic, it's nothing new. If you, it's probably something new for the next generation that's finally starting to open their eyes. But if you, you know what I'm saying, my age, a little bit older, you knew this was going on since Trayvon Martin. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like Trayvon Martin was probably one of the biggest things for me. Like, it was First 48. It was a story that was on First 48, and then it was Trayvon Martin. Yeah. And then was one of the big stories for me as like growing up black, growing up in the black community. This could happen to you from your own people with this First 48 story, and this could happen to you by some more folks. Okay. And then was kind of one of the deciding things of what I wanted to do with my life. Like,
as far as incorporating into your music, into your artistry, have you been able to incorporate any kind of message into the music?
Always. Yeah. I always find time to tell people to protect themselves and not wait on the police. Yeah. I've always told people to not depend on police officers. The police don't, it's not there to fight crime. Police not Spider-Man or the Avengers. Yeah. I know it say protect and serve, but most of the time it's just serving your bullshit or serving somebody else. They serving your hate. They serving your police brutality. They're not serving what they're supposed to be serving.
Do you think the black community should police their own?
Definitely. Yeah. I believe in the black dollar. I believe in black judges. I believe in the black prosecutors. I believe in black defense attorneys. I believe in black policemen policing the black community where they're from. I believe in black politicians. Yeah. I believe in black schools, black teachers. I mean, I know it sounds segregated. I don't want to sound segregated, but you know, it is what it is. If you can't trust your people, who can you trust?
That's real. That's real.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, nigga. Move it. Hey.